package, governor's wife charges Akwa Ibom diaspora community on collaborations with government for improved living standard of rural populace. Member representing Akbc in Baini, Eastern Obolo, floats free medical services for constituents. 549 University of Uyo graduates inducted into Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. Plus, residents of Non-Koitam send SOS to government as flood ravages community. Stay tuned for details of these and other reports in a moment. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the news. My name is Mercy Ekere. The wife of the state governor, Pastor Patience Umoino, has called on organizations in diaspora to prioritize community service and collaborate with government to improve the standard of living of the people of the state. Pastor Patience said this at the presentation of bursaries and other items by Antonan Foundation, Dallas Fort Worth Chapter, USA weekend in a Senodum local government area. A government house reporter, Toby Malcone, has details.
The governor's wife was represented by the state deputy governor, Senator Koneyaranyi, particularly praised the foundation's focus on education, which, according to her, aligns with the state government RISE agenda. She encouraged the beneficiaries to maximize the opportunity and contribute immensely to the betterment of their communities, condemning the destruction of public facilities in the state by hoodlums. The state first lady emphasized the need for individuals and organizations to take ownership of public utilities and amenities, noting that overdependence on government is retarding progress in Africa.
To the beneficiaries of this sacrificial gesture, I charge you to maximize this benevolence, excel in your studies, become productive, and also invest in raising the next generation.
Speaking earlier, the representative of Ntowanang, Fort Worth Chapter, Texas, USA, Chivakana Akbc, said the event was aimed at adding value to the lives of the students. He noted that aside payment of bursary, the organization has also undertaken other projects in communities.
And being here today has shown the determination, the commitment in making sure that the next generation command and grant are not only educated, but are productive enough to become entrepreneurs or whatever profession that's possible beyond or within the scope of this area.
Goodwill messages were received from the member representing Esienodam State Constituency, Prince Ukpong Akpabio, Transition Committee Chairman, Esienodam Local Government Area, Dr. Anthony Luke, as well as the clan head of Ikbenang, Chivetam Udoikong.
Chive can acquire what time and it's coming back. We put from Ghana economically. So we thank you and we appreciate you for complementing the effort of His Excellency the Governor in the educational sector. Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor, thank you. Thank you, hold on for us. If we have done so much, we need so short a time. But for today, in a very special way, let me thank the great ambassadors of Anam people, Anam Foundation in the US. You are great ambassadors. That group is a group we are very proud of. Amen and never.
High point of the ceremony was the presentation of bursaries to 74 students and exercise books to 100 students. Otobi Malcone, Akbc News.
The member representing Akbc, Bainin and Eastern Obolo Federal Constituency, Mr. Udwak Odudo, has floated a 5-day free comprehensive medical outreach for his constituents. The outreach, which commenced Monday, July 8th at General Hospital Akbc, covers free outpatient department drugs, general and gynae operations, ultrasound scans, lab tests, free reading glasses, dental surgery, scaling and polishing prosthetics services, and oral health education. Yukuswa tells us more.
Addressing his constituents at the flag-off session for the exercise, the federal lawmaker said the outreach was part of his campaign promises and meant for all members of the constituency, irrespective of party affiliations. He also promised that it will be carried out annually throughout the duration of his stay in the National Assembly.
From our estimates, the OPD department, we are targeting 1,000. General surgery is about 500. Subspecialties 200, eye services 1,000 and above, health awareness and cancer 1,000. Please, this event is not having any political affiliation, and each year we are going to improve and consolidate, because health, they say, is wealth.
The medical outreach was declared open by the Commissioner for Health, Akbc State, Professor Augustine Omo, who commended Udwak Odudo for helping the government cater for the health needs of his people.
As a government and as a ministry, we encourage people to give back to their communities. Because when you do that, you're actually also helping us in our work by ensuring that the people have good health. As the outreach holds throughout this week, I call on people to step forward, make the best use of this opportunity.
Political stakeholders of the constituency and some beneficiaries bid their minds.
First term and second term, we have seen its hallmarks, we have seen its stars. Now it's the National Assembly, and he has stepped up his performance. I just want to thank the House member for what he has done, and I pray God to continue to help him.
I did not see, but now I have seen it very well. So I really thank my brother,
Much okay now with the glasses given to me. I can read very well now, and clearly and boldly.
I came here for eye cleanup, eye test. So I've been given the eyeglass and drugs for malaria.
At the end of the 5 days, more than 30,000 members of the constituency are expected to have been reached across the medical areas covered. Uyoko Uswa, Akbc News.
The Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Fion, has tasked youths in the local government area to eschew violence and drugs in all they do and support the Umoino administration to succeed. The Commissioner gave the advice when she met with constituents of Itumbunuso, Ward 3 in the local government area. AIN Paul reports.
Addressing the gathering at the grounds of Franco Memorial Secondary School and Anamong, Dr. Fion appreciated the group for organizing the interactive session and commended the high turnout of youth in the ward. Dr. Fo, who was flanked by her spouse, Dr. Samuel Ofo, admonished the youth to desist from drug abuse for their safety and mental health, noting that they have a major role to play in developing themselves for a better future. Emphasizing on the protection of government assets in the area, the Commissioner assured that the government will look into the requests made by them and challenges facing the area for necessary action, and lauded Governor Moino for his commitments in agriculture, rural development, and other sectors of the state's economy.
Let me thank His Excellency the Governor for the privilege of serving in EXCO. I'm eternally grateful to God and to the Governor for this opportunity. I thank God for the privilege of meeting with the young people from this ward. You hear them say the slogan, build the youth, build the nation. But the youth also have a responsibility inside building themselves. So my late father used to say, and for the motion you have moved, for your solidarity, for all that you are doing to move Akwa Ibom State in the local government and Ward 3 forward, I appreciate you for all that.
A youth leader, Parawa Ubongpa, noted that the interaction with the commissioner was to chart a new course for unity, development of the area, and the state at large. While describing the Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Fion as an amazing personality, Mpa commended Governor Eno for appointing a daughter of Ini into the State Executive Council. The youth leader reassured the governor of the unalloyed support throughout his term in office and urged others to acknowledge the leadership role of Dr. Fo in the ward.
But God has found us worthy through the governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Pastor Umobasieno, and found our sister worthy and fit to be appointed into the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council. And we are here also to reaffirm our support for His Excellency the Governor for his uninterrupted 8 years in this government.
In the separate remarks, the PDP chairman in Ward 3, Mr. Isaiah Uye, who is an aide to the governor, Mr. Lawrence Isse, youth chapter leader, Mr. Paul Isse, Engineer Samuel Okata, Dr. Matthew Isse, Nkoyo Isse, among others, emphasized on unity and peace to engender progress in the community.
Because you need to tongue as I want to go somewhere can take no more employment. They are about to we take I'm rooting in the code
we are going to back you up. We are ready to support you all the way.
Let us begin to preach love. Let us begin to love ourselves.
High points of the interaction was the adoption of Dr. Fo as political leader of Ward 3 through a motion moved, seconded by Nsidibe Johnson and Afangide Tom.
Since we have discussed this and we have come to a conclusion that you have done perfectly well, I hereby move a motion of confidence to you that you have done incredibly well. I hereby move.
I, Afangide Tom, hereby second the motion as moved. Those in favor say aye.
Iyageno Paul, Akbc News.
It was a dream come true for 549 graduates of the Faculty of Education, University of U, as they were inducted into the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN. The ceremony held at the town campus of the university, where the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Yaudon Dayu, congratulated the inductees, describing teaching as a noble profession which should be jealously guarded.
The Vice-Chancellor, who was represented by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, Professor Antonia Essien, also urged the new teachers to unlock their potentials and deploy them in shaping future leaders. He commended the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria for promoting quality, excellence, and professionalism, and charged the inductees to discharge their duties with humility, dedication, and innovation.
Today, we celebrate the dedication and accomplishment of our graduates and newly inducted staff as they take their rightful place in the teaching profession. This great ceremony serves as a testimony to the hard work, perseverance, and passion of our faculty and graduating students, as we are not just celebrating academic achievements, but also acknowledging the profound responsibility that comes with being educators.
The Dean, Faculty of Education, Professor Ima Bongopan, said the University of Uyo remains committed to producing quality teachers and encouraged the inductees to make a positive impact in their various fields of endeavor.
I would like to challenge the inductees. Wherever you find yourself practicing, you have to uphold the ideals of this noble profession. You have to maintain the ethics of this profession. Ensure that you serve with passion, commitment, and sense of responsibility.
The Registrar of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Professor Josiah Ajibwe, who described graduates of education from the University of Uyo as highly sought after globally, urged the new teacher to embrace as there is a shortage of teachers across the world.
Look, it's not just everyone that can stand in front of the children in the class. In fact, Nigeria happens to be one of those countries where everybody can just be drafted into the classroom. In the developed countries of the world, you will not be allowed to stand in front of their children if you are not certificated.
An educationist and ex-VC of University of Uyo, Professor Comfort Ekpo, emphasized the importance of the teaching profession and warned that teachers who fail to maintain standards risk having their licenses revoked.
This induction is therefore an essential step in the professional development of teachers. It ensures a smooth transition of the newly qualified teachers from their respective initial teachers training institutions to their formal classroom practice.
Goodwill messages were presented by the NUT, the NLC, and the President of Students' Union Government.
The Nigerian of Teachers is commensurate with the Faculty of Education, University of Uyo, on this auspicious occasion of admitting staff and graduating students of the faculty in the professional teaching career. The union recognizes and appreciates the immense contributions of the Faculty of Education, University of Uyo, to knowledge.
It's our joy and our pride that we have tomorrow's great teachers as well, and flying the colors of the University of Uyo even makes it more proud for us.
A devastating flood has left a trail of destruction in its wake, affecting numerous individuals and organizations, including Word of Faith Mission Church in the area alongside other victims. One of the victims, Deaconess Grace Sandeka, a widow managing herself and children in their family house at Nonkuritam, lamented that the flood has destroyed everything in their home, leaving them without a roof over their heads as they are in urgent need of food, shelter, and clothing. She said the affected building, which has been the family's only shelter, has now become a river of salt, snatching away all their belongings. She urgently calls on government to provide aid and support in this difficult. Another victim, Apostle Dr. Ime Uyere of the Word of Faith Mission, Nonkuritam, lamented that the flood has caused significant damage to the church's property and disrupted its activities, leaving members in a state of distress. He said the church building, sound instruments, and furnishings have been severely damaged, leaving the congregants without a place of worship, and appealed for financial assistance.
This is a fate we are in since tonight. He has robbed the purpose of God, the mission, everything has been robbed. He has spoiled things. I've gone to government. When the gospel like Papi your time, I was the one that interviewed him into the office. They didn't come. Udom Emmanuel is, after giving about 6 letters, he sent the Commissioner of Works. They were here running, they didn't come.
Between 25 and 26. When we came in here, it has not been like this. But since after the building of the Ikorekone Road by Idoro Road, that this flood started coming here because all the water is being channeled to this place. And that was 2017 that we started experiencing this kind of a thing. If you can see, this is the church pulpit. All these musical instruments is damaged.
Another resident of the area, Udeme Roberts, who is a civil servant, said the flood has ruined her year as everything she has worked for in life has been submerged, resulting in a monumental material and financial losses. Another victim, Joy Achebong, a businesswoman who was seen trying to remove goods from one of the affected buildings, lamented that even as she is struggling to recover from the damage, she may not get back on her business ship without assistance, and appealed to the state government to help her get a
good government. Ya government and maybe back you. I wouldn't get it work. I think to go in a week out. So make by your government. Mumboya, any trying bomb. Now you be a my bigger can is union. If no for me, pocket me more than knuckle.
That is the problem. We are intact in the house. Hunger has killed us. Please let government come to our head. Government come to our head. Oh, we are suffering here.
Devastating effects of the flood. In its renewed efforts at scaling up agricultural productivity and socio-economic fortunes of the people, the chairman, Ikono Local Government Transition Committee, Mr. Kingsley Akpan, Monday distributed 5,000 palm fruit seedlings for cultivation in the area. The oil palm program under the Ikono Oil Palm Project is intended to shore up the area's advantage as a major oil palm belt in the country by getting every village in the area to embrace oil palm cultivation.
The chairman, Mr. Kingsley Akpan, while launching the Ikono Oil Palm Project, stated that he was inspired by Pastor Omono's passion in developing rural areas in the state, noting that the council will continue to sustain the program to boost economic productivity. He said this initiative is inspired by Pastor Omono's leadership style. Mr. Akpan explained that the project aims to support the state government's agricultural initiatives and reactivate community investment in oil palm production that would provide a source of income for communities to address emergency needs.
To not just key into the vision of His Excellency, the government, but to also interpret it in ways that benefit our people by redirecting investments in areas where we have comparative advantages, thereby boosting the local economy and easing off government some avoidable pressure.
Ambassador Alphonsus Inyang, consultant and president of the National Palm Association of Nigeria, commended the people of Ikono for their support and assured that the selected palm tree species will generate income for the community. He urged the communities to carefully nurture the plants as investors are ready to support the project.
From Nkong and the program from the local government chairman so that
Engineer Sami Ekpenyong, chairman of Ikono Oil Palm, Paramount ruler Edidem Nanait Metang, and others emphasized the importance of taking the initiative seriously as it has the potential to be a profitable business.
Anybody and then Akbenye Keme, Utuagene Moto, Utuagene Moto, Ademe, Yaden Konto, Imani, Kem Konto Yaden, Guru, Aben Kakanko, Otto, you don't care.
And on that note, we conclude our package this afternoon, but not without reminding you of some stories that made headlines. That earlier told you that the wife of the state governor, Pastor Patience Umoino, has called on organizations in diaspora to prioritize community service and collaborate with government to improve the standard of living of people in the state. She said this at the presentation of bursaries and other items by the Donald Foundation, Dallas Fort Worth Chapter, USA, which happened weekend in a Sero, the local government area. We also told you that the member representing Akbc in Pioneer and Eastern Obolo Federal Constituency, Mr. Udwak Ududo, has floated a 5-day free comprehensive medical outreach for his constituents. The outreach, which commenced Monday, July 8th at General Hospital Akbc, covers free outpatient department drugs, general gynae operations, ultrasound scans, laboratory tests, free reading glasses, dental surgery, scaling and polishing, prosthetic services, and oral health education. That's the package this afternoon. Thanks for your time. My name is Mercy Ikere. Good afternoon.